If you're over 60 and every single morning you feel like the mattress is pulling you back down, this video is for you. Because here's the thing. Sleeping 7 or 8 hours and still waking up exhausted is not normal. It's not just age. And it's definitely not something you have to accept like it's some kind of life sentence. There are very specific reasons this is happening to you, and today I'm going to tell you exactly what they are. 5 reasons that almost nobody talks about, and the best part, most of them can actually be fixed. Stay until the end because number 3 is the one that surprises people the most. Picture this. Your neighbor is 67 years old. He wakes up at 6 in the morning, goes for a walk, has a calm breakfast, and by 8 he's already ready for the day. You're 63, you slept 9 hours, and you feel like a truck ran over you in your sleep. What is he doing that you're not? Does he have better genetics? Is he taking some magic pill? Probably not. Most likely, without even knowing it, he's avoiding the mistakes that you are still making. Let's look at what those are. Reason number 1. Your deep sleep disappeared and you didn't even notice. Here's something most people don't know. Not all hours of sleep are equal. When you're young, a good night's sleep has several stages, including what's called slow-wave sleep or deep sleep. That's the stage where your body actually repairs itself, where cells regenerate, where the brain clears out the waste from the day, where your muscles truly rest. The problem is that after 60, that stage shrinks dramatically. A study published in the journal Current Biology found that older adults spend far less time in deep sleep compared to younger adults, and in some cases, almost none at all. So even if you're in bed for 8 hours, your body might be spending most of that time in light sleep. That shallow sleep where any noise wakes you up, where your mind is still half active. The result? You wake up feeling like you didn't sleep at all. Because, in a way, you didn't get the sleep you actually needed. What causes it? A lot of things. Chronic stress is one of the biggest. Alcohol, and here's the part that annoys a lot of people, the alcohol you drink at night to relax actually destroys your deep sleep. Yes, it helps you fall asleep faster, but it fragments your sleep in a brutal way. Caffeine after noon, screens before bed, and certain medications that are very common after 60, like some blood pressure drugs, antihistamines, or antidepressants, can all suppress that deep sleep. The first step is understanding that the problem isn't how many hours you sleep. It's the quality of that sleep. Reason number 2. Your circadian rhythm is out of sync and nobody told you. Everyone has an internal clock. It's called the circadian rhythm. It controls when you feel sleepy, when you wake up, when your body temperature rises and falls, when certain hormones are released. It's basically the conductor of your entire body's orchestra. The problem is that after 60, that clock starts to shift forward, literally. You start feeling sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up earlier in the morning, often at 3, 4, or 5 a.m., even when you don't want to. And if you try to fight that early sleepiness to stay up later like you used to, you're fighting your own biology. And you lose. But here's something even worse. A lot of people after 60 drastically reduce their exposure to natural light during the day. They stay indoors, keep the blinds closed, don't go out much. And that completely confuses the internal clock. Morning sunlight is the main signal your body uses to know it's daytime, to activate itself, to sync the whole system. Without that signal, the clock goes haywire. The simplest solution in the world? Go outside within the first 30 minutes after you wake up, without sunglasses if you can manage it, even just 10 minutes. That light enters through your eyes, activates a region of the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which is basically the boss of your internal clock, and tells your whole system, hey, it's daytime, let's get going. It sounds too simple to be true. But there are decades of research behind this. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman has explained it extensively. Morning sunlight is probably the most powerful and completely free intervention that exists for improving sleep and daytime energy. Reason number 3, you're taking naps at the wrong time. This is the one that surprises people the most, and the one that sparks the most arguments. Naps are not bad. In fact, in many cultures, they're an essential part of daily life, and not by accident. A short nap can improve alertness, memory, and mood, but there's a huge trap that a lot of people over 60 fall into without realizing it. If you take a nap after 3 in the afternoon, or if your nap lasts more than 30 minutes, you are sabotaging your nighttime sleep. Why? Because sleep works on something scientists call sleep pressure. Basically, the longer you stay awake, the more a substance called adenosine builds up in your brain, and that's what gives you that heavy, want-to-sleep feeling. It's like a debt you accumulate throughout the day that you pay off when you sleep at night. If you nap late or for too long, you spend part of that sleep pressure before it's time. So at night, you don't have enough debt built up, it's harder to fall asleep, you wake up in the middle of the night, or your sleep is shallower. And the next morning, you wake up tired again, so you take another late nap, and the cycle keeps going. The ideal nap, before 1 or 2 in the afternoon, maximum 20 to 30 minutes, set an alarm. If you sleep past that, you'll probably enter deep sleep and wake up feeling groggy. That phenomenon is called sleep inertia, and it's that awful feeling of waking up worse than before you laid down. A short, well-timed nap can be your best tool. A long, late nap is your worst enemy. Reason number 4. Your body is inflamed on the inside, and that is stealing your energy. This is probably the most silent one of all, and the most underestimated. There's something doctors call chronic low-grade inflammation. It's not like when you twist your ankle and it swells up. This is a silent inflammation. It doesn't directly hurt, you can't see it, but it's there, inside your body, working against you day and night. After 60, the immune system changes. It starts producing more inflammatory compounds, called cytokines, even when there's no real infection or threat. Scientists call this inflammaging, a combination of inflammation and aging. And one of its most direct symptoms is fatigue. That tiredness, with no obvious explanation, that doesn't get better with sleep, that just sits there. What makes it worse? A diet high in refined sugar and ultra-processed foods, lack of physical movement, sustained stress. Poor sleep, yes, bad sleep quality itself increases inflammation, creating a perfect vicious cycle. Smoking, too much alcohol. What helps reduce it? Omega-3, found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, has well-documented anti-inflammatory effects. Brightly colored vegetables, especially dark leafy greens like spinach and arugula. Red and purple fruits like blueberries and raspberries. Extra virgin olive oil. Turmeric, combined with black pepper to activate its main compound, curcumin, and movement. You don't have to run a marathon. Walking 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, measurably reduces inflammatory markers. There are studies published in journals like Brain, Behavior, and Immunity that show exactly that. If you wake up tired even after sleeping well, your body may be burning an enormous amount of energy fighting that silent inflammation, and that feels like fatigue. Reason number 5. Your hormone levels dropped and nobody prepared you for that. This one makes a lot of people uncomfortable to talk about, but it's too important to ignore. After 60, the levels of several key hormones fall significantly. In women, menopause has already happened and levels of estrogen and progesterone are low. In men, testosterone drops gradually, about 1% per year after the age of 30, which by 60 adds up to a very noticeable difference. Why does this matter for sleep and energy? Progesterone has a calming effect on the nervous system. When its levels drop, many women report insomnia, nighttime anxiety, waking up in the middle of the night with a racing heart. Testosterone in men is directly linked to the quality of deep sleep and to daytime energy levels. And in both men and women, melatonin, the sleep hormone, also decreases with age. Studies show that at 60 you produce significantly less melatonin than you did at 20. On top of that, growth hormone, which is released mainly during deep sleep and is responsible for repairing tissue and maintaining energy, also drops dramatically after 60. What can you do? First, talk to your doctor. There are simple blood tests that can measure your hormone levels. Depending on what they find, there are options, from lifestyle changes to hormone replacement therapy, depending on your specific situation. This is not about self-medicating or searching for miracle cures online. It's about having an informed conversation with a healthcare professional. What you can do on your own: strength training, lifting weights, working with resistance bands, helps maintain testosterone levels in men. Sleeping in a completely dark room supports melatonin production. Reducing screen exposure at night does too. And maintaining a healthy weight matters because excess body fat, especially around the abdomen, converts testosterone into estrogen in both men and women. All right, let's do a quick recap of everything. You wake up tired after 60 because your deep sleep has reduced with age, and certain habits are making it even worse. Your internal clock is out of sync, most likely from not getting enough morning sunlight. You're napping at the wrong time or for too long. Your body is dealing with silent chronic inflammation that drains your energy, and your hormone levels are no longer what they used to be, which directly affects how you sleep and how you feel when you wake up. The good news is that none of these problems are irreversible. Some require lifestyle changes, others require a conversation with your doctor, but all of them, every single one, have something that can be done. You don't have to accept waking up exhausted like it's just part of the deal of getting older. It isn't. The next video on your screen right now goes even deeper into this. You don't want to miss it.